Long's Drugs is an American chain of drugstores that opened in 1938. If you've clicked onto this video, then you know what today is. It's Throwback Thursday. Every Thursday, I'll be releasing a new video of an old video that I did before. These new videos are longer and have more detail than the ones before. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell so you get notified of my latest video. Be sure to leave a comment or a suggestion for a future video. Thanks for watching.
A Long's Drugstore special.
Twin bowls of your favorite gourmet pride soups in a brand new size that's perfect for soup and salad, or soup and a sandwich, or a bowl of soup before dinner, or even a bowl of soup all by itself. Lighter, less filling, yet with the same great taste. Gourmet Pride Twin Bowls.
This week, Long's has a special price of only 79 cents on all Gourmet Pride Twin Bowls. Long's way works for me.
The first store was founded in 1938 as Long's Self-Service Drugs by brothers Thomas and Joseph Long. Years before that, the brothers ran their grandfather and father's general store that would eventually go belly up. After graduating high school, Tom and Joe went to Berkeley University. Joe would later drop out temporarily to help support his brother Tom's schooling. While he was doing that, Tom was waiting tables to pay for his classes. Eventually, Joe had re-enrolled back to Berkeley University, and after they both graduated, they both went their separate ways. Joe went to work for Safeway stores, and Tom worked for Payless Drugstore in Salt Lake City, Utah. M.B. Skaggs, co-founder of Safeway Inc., helped the two brothers open their first store on Piedmont Avenue in Oakland, California. It also helped that he was also Joe Long's father-in-law. The store opened on May 12, 1938. The brothers sent out what was known as a penny letter to many of the local residents of Oakland to invite all of them to their store. Sometime in the early 1940s, the apostrophe was dropped from the name in order to save money on signs as the brothers went out for expansion. Upon the success of the first store, a second store was opened, and that featured a soda fountain that looked like mini malt shops of the day. The first Long's Drugs would open in Hawaii on March 29, 1954, in Honolulu. In 1961, the company went public on the NASDAQ, and the company and stores began using the name Long's Drugstores. Long's expansion began in the late 1960s when the role of the drugstore chain began shifting in the U.S. retail market. Its stores, located throughout Northern California, were typical of the old-fashioned drugstore. Ranging from about 4,000 to 8,000 square feet, they included a pharmacy, soda fountain, and sundry health and beauty products. The drugstores appearing during the late 1960s were often triple that size, dispensed with a soda fountain, and added an array of specialty foods, auto maintenance products, toys, liquor, and stationery, among other products. Many stores set prices below the manufacturer's suggested retail price, pushing them into competition with discount retail department stores. Rather than functioning as traditional specialty shops, drugstores became discount operations concentrating on health products and retaining a pharmacist. By 1968, Long's Drugs was operating 40 stores on the West Coast. Long's would open its 50th store in 1970. Long's expanded conservatively, not only because it thoroughly investigated potential sites, but also because it preferred to buy the land beneath its stores and did no business on credit. In the early 1970s, Long's opened about 6 stores a year. Most were located in upper middle income areas where retail sales were high. It opened outlets mostly in Northern California, where competition was less keen. In the tougher retail market of Southern California, Long's eschewed highly competitive Los Angeles for its affluent suburbs. Long's carried no debt and took out no loans, so rising interest rates did not affect its growth rate. The Long brothers started the company on $15,000, borrowed from Joseph Long's father-in-law, Safeway Inc.'s founder M.B. Skaggs. They had seen their father, a general storekeeper in Mendocino County, California, go under in the credit squeeze right before the Great Depression. Vowing to avoid that same fate, they operated strictly on cash after their initial loan. Longs entered Anchorage, Alaska in 1977, Arizona and Oregon in 1978, and Nevada in 1979. By 1980, it operated 113 outlets in California, 12 in Hawaii, 4 in Arizona, and 1 each in Alaska, Nevada, and Oregon. In 1987, Longs acquired 11 Osco drugstores in California and 1 in Colorado. They also sold 15 stores in Arizona to Osco. Their sales passed $2 billion for the first time in 1990. In 1993, Longs purchased Bill's Drugs, a 20-store chain located in Northern California, for $24 million. In 1997, Longs and American Drug Stores, a subsidiary of Albertsons at the time, merged their pharmacy benefit management companies to create Prescription America. In 1998, Longs acquired 20 Drug Emporium stores from Western Drug Distributors. 18 of the stores were located in Western Washington and 2 in Portland, Oregon. Rite Aid sold Longs 32 stores located in California for $150 million in October of 1999, which itself was former Payless drug locations since 1998. On August 12, 2008, Longs Drugs announced that they were being acquired by CVS Health, the operator of the national CVS pharmacy chain of drugstores. CVS bought the 521 Longs locations to expand its presence on the West Coast, primarily in California. The acquisition also included access to the Hawaiian market. CVS Health paid a total of $2.5 billion to acquire all outstanding shares of Longs Drugs. CVS retained the Longs Drugs name in the Hawaiian stores because of its high name recognition and the geographical separation. Before the merger, CVS had no full-service stores in Northern California or Hawaii. In an effort to combat Walgreens' expansion in Hawaii, CVS began a statewide expansion in 2010, with many locations within a mile of an existing Longs Drugs. However, CVS closed 2 underperforming stores in Honolulu in 2019. Longs Drugs in California and the rest of the mainland were rebranded into CVS Pharmacies, but there's still around 70 stores bearing the name Longs Drugs, but they're only in Hawaii. For me, I remember going to Longs Drugs and renting movies on VHS for 99 cents a night and buying 2-liter bottles of Coke for 50 cents each. Those were the days. So what are your favorite memories of this place? Leave a comment or a suggestion for a future video below. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you just watched my video, thanks for watching. Hit that like button and please subscribe to Eric C. Productions.